Hello everybody, today we are haymaking. So it's the 3rd of July today, 2019, and we are one day before baling. So the hay is virtually dry, it's been down, it was mown Wednesday, Thursday of last week, and it's been moved every day. It's Wednesday today, and we have got a square baler booked for tomorrow, midday. Now, I said in a video, I think it was a Fodder Beat video, that we had 60 acres of hay to cover. So we have cut all that. We have actually baled about 8 acres yesterday, round bales. We did that round bales with our own baler, so that's a little bit closer to home. This block where we are now, that's the remaining 52 or 3, whatever's left, spread across 3 fields. And this is what is going to be baled tomorrow with a square baler, big square baler. So the reason we're square baling it this year, we are 2 weeks later than last year with the haymaking because of the wet weather in the early part of June, or most, well, kind of the first 3 weeks in June it was wet. So we're 2 weeks late cutting. So as a consequence of that, we've got a higher yield and a little bit more acreage, which I will cover why. And probably in a different video when we pick up the round bales as to why we've got that field. Like I say, that's been raked and baled, so we can't cover that anymore. Didn't get to film any of that baling because that was baled yesterday while I was tedding. So a couple of reasons we're square baling this. Partly is because of the higher yield. We're slightly limited on the shed capacity we've got. So by square baling it, we can get much more in the shed than round baling it. It's more efficient to store it. It's also more efficient to haul them because you can get much more weight on the trailer with square bales and round bales. But the biggest issue is storing it all winter. And then another part of the reason for square baling it, we are actually selling some of this hay to a neighbour, and he wants them in square bales, so he will come and collect them from the field, whatever number he wants, and take them and stack them in his shed. So that's why we're going square bales. We have had good weather. It's been dry since we cut. We've not had a spot of rain since we cut. We had a very hot weekend. Friday, Saturday just gone. While it was in its early stages of drying, that was a very favourable weather for haymaking. It has cooled down now. We are about 21-22 degrees today, so it's going well. It's dry, and we're not under any pressure to get shifted because there's still more dry weather coming. There's no rain in the forecast yet. So one of the biggest benefits of round bales, if you get a thunderstorm on them, because they're round, it doesn't matter, the thunderstorm will run off. You leave them a few hours to dry off, and then you can stack them in the shed. Square bales are not weatherproof like that, so a thunderstorm on them is not to be recommended. But that's not, if we had some catchy weather coming, we would round bale it rather than get it wet. But that's not an issue at the moment. Quite sure at this stage how this video is going to turn out. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to film any of the baling. If I can, we'll bring that in this video. If not, well, this will just be a short tedding video, and then we'll do hauling. So hopefully I can catch some of the baling tomorrow. if I can. There's always next year. It depends what time he's booked for 11. He's booked for midday. I said earlier on in the video, we are 2 weeks behind last year in the actual cutting and making of this hay. So that delay has also put back our second cut silage. We wanted to get this hay off and sorted and finished before we cut the silage. So that's the next job coming up. So we're going to have a busy couple of weeks. We've done a few little bits of round bales that have got too far ahead of the cows on the grazing fields. So we've took that off and baled it up, and that's shooting on again. That's all been baled now. I haven't filmed any of that. I mean, I've already done a baling and wrapping video earlier on in the year. I don't want to keep showing the same thing. Don't want to get boring. If I can catch picking some bales up, if I can get a bit of filming of picking a few loads of bales up, we'll do that. Other than that, the next big video sequence will be second cut. We haven't got a great deal to do, but what we have, the acres we've got have grown well. There's a good crop there, so that'll go on top of the clamp. That'll be a clamp job. So that'll be going on top, which will then sheet the first cut, put the second cut on top, and that will then top up our clamp, ready for the winter ahead. Right, so we're into the next day now. We've swapped the tedder for the rake, and we are raking up ahead of the baler. The baler is here. He has done, so where we're to today, we've got 3 fields. We've got 2 big fields of about 21 or 2 acres each. And we've got a little field of, I think it's about 7 acres. He's finished baling the 7 acre one, or the little one, whatever, 6 or 7 acres, whatever it is. And he's got 36 bales from there. So it's very heavy crop, but it's more than we were expecting. But like I said yesterday, it's because of the delay. Because we're cutting later than we were last year. Bit warmer again today than it was yesterday. We're up to about 24 degrees now. Bright sunshine, not a cloud in the sky, which is ideal for baling hay because you don't want it to be getting damp, and you don't want to start too early in the day either, which the baler was due at midday, like I said a little while ago, and he's getting on now. He's getting on well. So we'll have a look at the baler and the bales in a minute. I won't be able to tell you today the total number of bales because I won't finish raking. It's getting on for 3 o'clock now, so I won't. I've got to go milk the cows at 4. So brother's going to come and finish raking. So I'm going to have to end the video before the raking's finished. But what I'll do is we'll come back and we'll film picking these square bales up, and we'll do a kind of a yield. How much did we get bales to the acre when we know the total figure. There's a baler just heading towards us. It's a John Deere. I think it's a 6215 with a New Holland big baler. I don't know the baler number, but it's a big one. It's 3 foot high, 4 foot wide. That kind of big size baler. $12.90 baler number. So we'll just take a look. This is what we're raking up. Lovely dry, have a sniff, as long as you don't got hay fever, it smells lovely. So we'll just take a look at a bale. So this is what we're getting. Now this is a New Holland baler. We've never had these type of bales before, and these have got a knot at either end of the bale. But there's also getting lots of little offcuts, little tail bits. I don't know if that's normal for these balers or not. well, normally we get a class baler in. They don't get that. They just have the one knot on each bale. So I'm not sure why we're getting these, whether that's normal or whether something's going on. But they're all tied, they're all tight. And there's a lot of weight in these bales. They're good tight bales. Plenty in there. So that should be just about everything covered in this video. So also just leaves me to say, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so, and give the video a thumbs up down in the little doodad down there. So I'll say thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time when we're picking up. Come back for picking up the bales.